we architecture memories of the customers. So they have a specific emotions. They can memorize all the things which were happening during that time when they had these emotions, and they then subconscious mind brings the company or solution or services at the moment of decision making. So this is neuromarketing, and we go to all business processes, every department, branding, touch points, customer experience, and we just rebuild it in a way that everything is based on emotional journey map. So this is my expertise. Expertise of my partner Massimo. He's more in marketing, in advertising, in attracting people, and he has quite varied experience with the large companies. At the same time, he has experience with the fast selling of the property. So they had experience of building houses and selling them quite fast through the network. So he knows how to build network of the agency network, and how to communicate with them, and how to make them sell everything fast. So as I know, they built a compound of the private houses in a large area in the Moscow area, and they sold it in half a year, everything. So when we worked together with Massimo, we started to use AI. Most of the time it is the ChatGPT, and we realized that we understand how to use it in a very deep and professional way. So how to make from just simple ChatGPT, how to make a neuro assistant or neuro consultant. And then we started to use these things during our consultancy work. And then we came to the point that actually people don't know how to use artificial intelligence. They don't know how to go very deep. They just ask, what's the purpose of life? How to cook some food, or how to send message to Instagram with our post about my product. But it's just basic knowledge, and so that they get basic information. But we went quite deep, and we understand how to go wide and staying deep with the information, and how to create neuro consultant for each department. So everybody can understand in a company how to use that during the recruiting. Then how to create adaptation model for employees, how to teach them and train very fast, how to create internal trainings. Then how to educate them in terms of sales, how to educate them in terms of products and services of the company. Then how to monitor and coach them. So technically, every salesperson could have a kind of virtual, but it's a neuro consultant as a sales director. And this sales director has the knowledge of all planning, because as we know, ChatGPT was trained based on every knowledge which is in the internet, including articles, including books, fiction, non-fiction books, so we all already know the power of the ChatGPT, but people simply don't know how to use it in a professional way. So we figure it out, and we realize that it's quite powerful tool. Our personal position in the company that we don't want artificial intelligence to replace people. No, because we are still people. We deal with people. We want to buy from people. We don't want to buy from robots. And we decided that it is absolutely right position to give just ordinary or regular people superpower. So in terms of cost, it would be quite expensive for a company, let's say, to hire Massimo, but instead they can hire some medium knowledge or medium experienced person and teach him how to use artificial intelligence, how to play with the neuro consultant in order to become powerful or more experienced than Massimo. Same about you guys probably. And another thing which we realized that we got some big number of requests from property business. So real estate agencies, they are queuing to have the deal that they want to learn how to do with this, because this niche is really competitive. The market is jumping up and down, and property business is quite profitable. And to become a real estate agent, all we need to do is just raise our hand. So if I ask Massimo, do you want to be a real estate agent? He would say yes. And then, okay, you are a real estate agent. So then we need to educate Massimo. But in order to do that, I have to invest huge amount of time. And I have to not only give him a training, I need to give him a person who will follow him and correct him and to be a leader for him. But it means I have to hire that expensive person. Instead, I can give him a neuro consultant and teach Massimo how to ask the right and correct questions. And then it could become his mentor, coach, sales director, HR manager, and motivation trainer. And all we need is just sometimes give them extra prompts or extra questions. And of course, we still have to communicate with them. So the main solution which we see for the property business from large number of the Zoom meetings which we had with the real estate agencies, we see that if we combine Massimo's experience of the building communities, regional communities, with the people who has the clients, and then we will give them a superpower tool, then they will become more competitive. That means they can create more powerful content, more emotional and more specific content. They can prepare themselves for the personal meetings because they know, let's say, profile of the company or profile of the person. They can talk about it with ChatGPT in a correct way, and they can be prepared. And so we know the 90% of success for the negotiations on any meetings is preparation. So they can make them prepared independently, only with the neuro consultant. Then they finish the meeting. Then they need to do some reflection. So they need to come back to neuro consultant and tell him what happened during the meeting and say, okay, tell me, what could I do better? Or if customer says, I need to think, or I need to talk to my wife about this offer or about this unit, then what should I tell? Most of the people, they don't know, they just struggle about it. They say, okay, maybe this person is just simply bullshitting and he's not serious about it. But how to carry on conversation in order to keep the customer not stressed, not over push him, but give him a value or care. Neuro consultant can help with this all the time. So this is basically a main information from our experience when we combine our experience, our knowledge, and together with artificial intelligence. Technically, we do use AI model, which is ChatGPT, but at the same time, we do train it. So as I guess, for now, ChatGPT could know some information about your company, which could be public. But at the same time, I bet that it doesn't know your offers. So this is another thing which we do for our clients is we do train model in order to we do train model with the data you have. So the ChatGPT can operate extra data and give extra solutions or more particular decisions. Or let's say we will ask them to create a Facebook post about this unit. So and we already know that this unit has like 200 square meters. It has 3 rooms or 5 rooms and blah blah. Or what the facilities, where is the kindergarten next to this building? Where is the school? Where everything. So and yes, it is some data which we build, and at the same time, if we let's say give this kind of let's say bot to real estate agencies, you guys will have an access to requests. So you could know what people ask, so what people struggle about, and you will know those gaps which they asking. So if they need, so this is the database we also collect if it's needed, but basically we don't do that because we have to follow the law of collecting private information. But we don't ask who exactly asked which question. So we don't collect them in this way. We do kind of cloud database, and we can analyze it. What's more important? What's priority? What's the gap? And what's the most popular questions are? Since you guys are from real estate industry, then it could be particularly created or not created. We don't create ChatGPT; it is already created, but we can educated in a way and set all the settings in a way that it will act as the top real estate agent or real estate sales director, the person who knows all the tricks and how to be the most powerful coach for real estate agents. So this model could be more less narrow, so it would be more particular. We don't even want to go for this kind of robotic phone call systems, especially since we have already experience with our banks. So you probably know that we have a Tinkoff Bank, which is like most advanced bank, wouldn't say in the world, but one of. And they have a robotic assistant, Oleg, which can call or which can reply the answers. And we know that people don't like it. Since we are talking, people don't like conversation with the robots once they realize by the tone of the voice or the robot cannot laugh, let's say. So for now, we can make a joke and we will laugh, but robot cannot do that. So once I realize you guys are not real, I will be upset. So first of all, I was sincere in the beginning, I was answering the question, and then I understand that actually nobody is listening to me. So since I am in neuromarketing and I understand how people's brain works and how emotion works and how it affects my decisions, especially buying decisions, my buying behavior, I'm certain that it is a bad idea to give people to talk with the artificial voice agent, especially when we talk about $100,000 deals. It's just not respectful for people. That's why we personally in our company don't like it and we don't go for that. Instead, we give a superpower to the real people. So rich people can have more pleasure and more care by having a conversation with the real estate agency or agent who is not probably that educated, not that careful, or not that nice. So that means the network which we grow, we educate at the same time. In terms of demonstration, so most of the time when we talk to our clients, they actually choose to have a Telegram bot. So Telegram itself is just a surface the information which comes from AI. And it could be not only Telegram, it could be even your personal application, which you will give to every real estate agency, let's say in Russia or around the countries around Russia or any country, Europe, including Europe, because it will speak in a different languages. It could be on your website. It could be in a Telegram bot, so every real estate agent who is selling your property will have an access quick and nice, and even send the voice recordings, the questions, and get the answers written from AI. So there are different options how it could look like in terms of user experience, and we will describe them in